Guys, how are you doing? Hey, if you're feeling well, we're going to do abs today, okay? And it's going to be weighted abs. So all you need is your mat. You're going to come straight down onto your mat and a single weight. You can probably go lighter rather than heavier for this one. In fact, I would go lighter rather than heavier. So I've just picked up one of my strength bars, which is, how big is this one? 2.5 kilos. So it's more just to add a little extra resistance into some of our ab work. You could also do this without the weight and just do it as a body weight workout, okay? So have a think about what you are in the vibe for. Bring yourself down to your mat. In fact, we're going to come straight onto our backs, okay? So lie yourself down. What a treat to start off with. Make sure that you're comfortable. And I'd just like you to lie with your knees bent and your feet flat. Take your arms quite wide, okay? So hopefully you've got enough space there that you can just take your arms. They don't have to be fully out at kind of 180, but maybe just halfway between your waist and your shoulders would be good. Make sure that both shoulders are in contact with the floor. We're just going to start in with a few little knee rolls. So try and keep your chest facing up to the ceiling, both shoulder blades in contact with the mat, and just allow your knees to roll from one side to the next. It's quite important when we do any kind of core work that we loosen off through the hips and through the pelvis, because if we haven't got the mobility there, we're not going to be able to activate those muscles to the full length and extension that we want to. So just keep alternating between your two sides. Maybe each time you come a little bit further down. And then on this next one, stay all the way over on the side that you're on. Just feel that nice stretch. Try not to hold your legs up, okay? So let the tension go, even if they're not all the way down to the mat. Just let them go loose. And then when you're ready, back to center. And same on the other side. If you want to look over the opposite shoulder, you can. And we'll just hold here. Good, we'll come back through center. Take the legs long. Take the arms up overhead. Full body strength. Stretch now. So we're lengthening out, especially through that trunk, through those muscles that we're going to be using. So take a big, lovely stretch out here. And then come the opposite. So squeeze yourself in. Bring your knees to your chest. Hug your shoulders up. If you want to add a little rock or circle here, then do. Good. And then release your feet back down to the mat. A couple of little pelvic tilts. Just get nice and kind of secure in your position here. And then you're going to go ahead and pick up your weight. So we're going to stay lying on our backs to begin with. Your weight is held with both hands. Arms are fully extended, so nice straight arms, and the weight is above your chest. We're going to peel up into a bridge. And as we do so, we're going to lower that weight behind our head. Okay? So we get that nice lengthening through the abdominals. So when you're ready, push up, lengthen out, weight behind, and then roll it back in. As you roll back down, weight comes up to chest height, and we add a little shoulder lift at the end, releasing down. So weight comes behind, we peel our spine off the mat, push our hips up to the ceiling, and then we release the spine back down to the mat. Weight comes back over the chest. Once we're all the way down, you add in that little shoulder lift. So keep going through this at your own kind of rhythm, lifting those hips up as far as they're wanting to come. We're not rushing through the reps here, okay? As always with any kind of ab work, especially if it's more slightly Pilates-based work, we want to go slow, precise, controlled, smooth movement. So we're not trying to judder between any of the movements. We're keeping it as one nice continuous flow. Good. Feel free to adjust your feet, step them slightly further in towards your bottom or wider if you need to. Good. A nice gentle start, just waking up through the spine, through the abdominals. We've got one more to do here. Once you've done your next one, I forgot to raise my hips. Lift up stay in your shoulder raise. So arms are extended, you're staying in your shoulder raise. At this point, belly button is pulled back. We're going to add a little twist side to side. So you're just coming across again, your arms are still straight. You're coming across, maybe you're bringing your knuckles to the mat. And so now we're working into that waist a little bit more. Beautiful. This is why we don't need it to be a big, heavy weight, big, heavy dumbbell. Here we've got 4 and 3, 2 and 1. Bring the weight back to center, roll and release, bring the arms overhead. Just stay in this stretch. So your bottom is down to the floor, arms are up overhead. You've got that nice lengthening out. Maybe your rib cage just feels like it's unsticking a little bit here. Good. And then release your arms, bring your weight back into your chest, elbows down to the mat. So for our next one, we're going to come into toe taps with an extension. As always, you've got the option of doing this with just one side, okay? So any lower back issues or abdominal issues and you need a little extra support, please keep that foot grounded to the mat. You bring one foot up, we tap down as we take the weight back, and we come in. Bent elbows this time as we take the weight back. Or you're up into tabletop, and then we're alternating. So choose the one that's right for you. Exhale, so breathe out as you take your arms and your leg away. Breathe in as the weight comes back in. Lightest of touches with your feet and with your arms down to the mat. Good. Remember, you can take those legs a little bit longer if you want to, so you don't have to keep bending the knee. So you can take it out into more of a heel tap. If you're doing a single leg, let's switch sides now. Good, guys. Keep it going. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release both feet back to the floor. Set your weight down this time. I'd like you to take your knees over to the left-hand side, your arms over to the right, so you've formed that backward Z. Have a nice little stretch here. And then release and switch sides. Arms to the left, knees to the right. How nice is that? Good, release back through center. Pick up your weight again. You either keep holding it horizontally or you can turn it and run it along the length of your body wherever you're easier to hold it. We're going to come into a similar move to what we've just done, but I'm going to give you an extra challenge, which is to go for doubles. So if you were doing alternating toe taps, now we're going to come into the doubles. Okay, again, if this isn't right for you, if that feels like too much pulling or tugging, keep your foot on the floor and I'll let you know when to switch. Good. Make it harder, take those legs out straight, they don't have to tap down. And the arms straight. You've got more of a lengthening through the abdominals, the further you take them away. Single leggers, you can switch. Good, guys. Don't forget to breathe through. We've got 3 more here. 3, 2, and 1. Release. Beautiful stuff. We're going to change position. So rolling over onto your side. We're going to come into a side plank. So you can either come from your knee or you can come from both legs extended. And we're going to add in a thread of the needle with your weight if you can, body weight only if not. So this is your modified side plank from kneeling. You're pushing your hips up and you're rotating through. Step those legs out, both of them if you feel secure and comfortable here. Again, reason to not be using this with a big heavy dumbbell. Good. 2 more for me. 1 and 2. Release your hips back down to the floor. Take your arm up overhead. We're coming into a side lying crunch. So elbow and knee come together. Again, option if that feels too intense with the weight, to pop it down and do it as a body weight only. We're squeezing into the side, but then we're lengthening away as well. Good. You've got it. Perfect, guys. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. Let's roll straight over onto the other side. Give that shoulder a roll out if you need to. And we'll do the same here. So it's that side plank to begin with. Get this elbow tucked under the shoulder. Press up into your side plank, so lift those hips. Then add in your rotation. Nice. Woo. Do it, guys. Keep going here for 3, 2, 1 more. Lower those hips down to the back. Come into your squeeze and release. Squeeze and release. Good. Perfect, guys. Last one in side lying. 4, 3, 2, 1 more. Perfect. Release your weight down. Flip onto all fours and press immediately back into child's pose. Take a little moment here. Breathe into your back. And then when you're ready, exhale, push up to all fours. We're going to do a little plank finisher. Maybe take a couple of cat cows here, always nice when we've been down on our backs. Good. Okay, so the first move is going to be a plank with an upwards pull on your weight. You could do this from 3/4 plank position. So you take your weight in your hand, we pull up. So up and back. Okay? Or you could step it out into a full plank, up and back, up and back. You're trying to keep both hips facing down to the mat. Okay? So try not to twist as you pull. Good. Keep going here. 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch sides. So bring your weight across into the other hand and switch. You can stagger your feet slightly if you're up on your toes, just to give you a bit more balance. 3, 2, and 1. Release the weight, release the knees, press back, take a moment. You can switch your weight back into that original starting hand. Again, either from 3/4 plank or from your full plank. This time the weight's going to come behind, so with a straight arm. So here, from your 3/4 plank, or up here, from your full plank. Pull that belly button up towards your spine, hug it in. Good, looking into the triceps here, a little bonus move. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch it across. Good, guys. We're almost there. One more move after this. 4, 3, 2, 1. Come down, stretch, and release. And then our final one, you're back into plank, and we're just going to pass that weight from one side to the next. Again, hips stay facing forwards. You pass your weight underneath your chest from one hand to the next. You will get a little bit of a rock through your pelvis here as we shift our body weight, but trying as much as possible to keep those hips shining forwards. Last little one, how are you doing? Good, we've got 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, gang. Press that weight out of the way. Release into a stretch. Woo. How are you feeling? Maybe you're feeling warm. We're going to exhale, press up, lower the hips, come into your cobra. Dropping to your elbows if you're more comfortable here, if that's less intense on your back. Or pressing up to your palms if you enjoy that deep stretch. And then once more back to child's pose. Before we roll over onto our backs. Arms out wide, just like we started. Knee roll. Alternating between your two sides. Good. Leave the knees on one side now. Bring your hand that's on that side to that top thigh and just draw it into your body a little closer, a little deeper stretch through the waist. Good. And then same on the other side. So roll the knees across. The hand reaches across to that top leg, pulls it in slightly. Good. Come back through center. Take the arms up overhead, the legs out long. We're going to finish here, guys. So just take a couple of nice deep breaths. Concentrate on making yourself as long as possible, but relax the legs, so maybe the toes turn to the corners of the mat, maybe there's a little bend in the elbows. Good. And then just stay here for a couple more breaths, or as long as you have available to you. And we are done with our workout. Thank you so much, guys. I hope you felt that, the addition of those weights into our ab work. As always, thank you for joining me, and I will see you on the next one. Take care.